At the far end of the track, the women out for a 100 metres in which Merlene Ottey, unbeaten since 1988, faces the best field she has faced in that time. Mickey Finn of USA goes in lane 1. Laurence B of France in 2. Then Mary Onyali of Nigeria. Merlene Ottey in 4 against the very best East German girl of the moment, the 20-year-old Katrine Krabbe in lane 5. The great Evelyn Ashford is in 6. Sheila Eccles, also from USA, in lane 7. Pauline Davis, who we saw win in Brussels, is in lane 8. And I think we'll find that Michelle Finn has one full start against her in the far right-hand lane, lane 1. But I think it's the lady in yellow, the 30-year-old Merlene Ottey. 10:78 Commonwealth record she's run. Tremendous start. Onyali got away well with her. Katrine Krabbe's with her. Katrine Krabbe's ahead at the moment. Ottey's got to do some running. She's doing it now and comes away like Flojo. Evelyn Ashford's going to get third. Krabbe second. 10:93. A superb piece of controlled running by the Jamaican. Absolutely superb, but she's halfway through the race. I think she recognised the class of the new East German number 1 after a bad start. Katrine Krabbe led her to 50 metres. Watch the girl on her right, the blonde. And that's the medal prospect for Splint that we're looking at. And Evelyn Ashford, who ran superbly because she's been beaten by Sheila Eccles this season and by Mickey Finn, but gets away from the rest of the Americans this time. Evelyn Ashford in blue, the tall blonde East German girl, beginning to fade now as Merlene Ottey surges away. The world's best since Flojo, and she has that sort of surge that Flojo demonstrated. An excellent run of the winning time, 10.93, into a slight headwind.
Major championship medalist since 1979. Currently the world number 1. She's now 31. Number 20, Pauline Davis of the Bahamas, bronze in the Commonwealth Games. 363, Sergeyeva, Soviet Union, the world indoor 60-meter record holder. On a roll at the moment, in good form, Miss Stockholm with a slight muscle injury, but back here tonight and determined to try and break that run of victories for Merlene Ottey, who's looking to make it 50 in a row tonight, and that is some sprinting. The 100 metres final. Finn, Sergeyeva, Davis, Ottey, Kinch of Great Britain, and Cuthbert Jamaica. Very good start indeed by Sergeyeva, but Ottey's going well, and also going well on the near side is Cuthbert. But on the far side it's Sergeyeva, and Ottey coming through, and is Ottey going to make it 50 in a row? Ottey wins, Sergeyeva in second place, and in third place was Pauline Davis. And the time, 10.88. The fastest in the world this year, 10.91 for Ottey, the previous best. 10.88. Get a check on the wind in a moment to see whether it's legal. And a magnificent run by Ottey. Sergeyeva beat her slightly off the blocks, but in the last 50 metres, well, she was always going to make it 50 in a row. And what a sequence that is. It's always difficult to defend an unbeaten record in sprints, but this is almost a record without parallel. And the time inside the permitted, the wind inside the permitted limit, so that time stands. The fastest in the world, 10.88. Sergeyeva second, a photograph for third place between Pauline Davis and Cuthbert, which I think, well, it's very close indeed. Magnificent sprinting. She really is in superb form. And the great thing is, she doesn't believe she can be beaten. Well, she's used to these laps of honour. Enjoyed them all over the world. She's so calm and relaxed, totally under control. And she wasn't bothered, actually, that the Soviet athlete got a slightly better start. Sergeyeva in lane number 2. Watch her go from here. She's definitely ahead here. So too is Pauline Davis of Ottey, who doesn't panic, just keeps her form and knows that from 30 metres on, she's got the drive and she's got the strength. Approaching the halfway, and still Sergeyeva with a very slight advantage, but now Ottey moves into top gear and comes away. So there's no doubt at all who is the world's number 1. Merlene Ottey, 10.88. Sergeyeva in second place, very close for third. Davis and Cuthbert in the photograph. Well, they're the 1, 2, 3 in the women's 100. Ottey confirmed at 10.88. Sergeyeva second, 10.98, a very fast time indeed. And that, I believe, is her personal best. Julia Cuthbert in third place, just got it in the photograph, 11.25. And Bev Kinch of Great Britain, sixth, 11.49.
Merlene, congratulations, 50 straight wins and 10.88. That's a good time for you.
Yes, I was not even counting, and I'm just very glad that I made it half a century. And I know I had to run very hard today, and I know a lot of it depends on the start. And today, in fact, I've been praying for a great start, and today it just happened to be a great start. I'm very pleased.
Well, it looked as though after about 30 meters, Sergeyeva was just a little bit up on you. Were you conscious that she had a lead?
Yes, I know, but I was not ready. I mean, I was not going to let that bother me, because indoors she had about, in the 60 meters, she had about 1.5 meters with me, and I closed in. So with this little bit, I was not worried or anything, because we still have 70 more meters to go.
Well, it's good conditions tonight, but do you ever think about world records?
I do think about world records. This year I'm thinking about the 200-meter world record. The 100 meters is still a little bit ways to go, so I just have to wait and see.
So your plans really now the World Championships and the Olympics next year?
Yes, I'm hoping to win 2 gold medals in the World Championships. Then I'll see for next year.
Great run tonight, congratulations.
Thank you.
The women's 200 metres.
Well, we've just been agreeing here in the commentary box that these Parcel Force Games must be one of the best meetings staged in Great Britain for a very long time, and the roll call of star names continues now in the women's 200 metres with the great Merlene Ottey, the best woman sprinter in the world, certainly since the retirement of Florence Griffith Joyner. Unbeaten for so long, and going tonight for her 66th consecutive victory over 100 or 200 metres, an unbelievable record. Breuer, the 18-year-old German, who has not been at her best this season, but is the European champion over 400 metres alongside her. The full lineup is Mondi, USA, Williams of Trinidad, Davis of the Bahamas, Breuer from Germany, Ottey of Jamaica, lane 5, and then for Great Britain, Simone Jacobs from Reading in lane 6, Jones, United States, Cuthbert of Jamaica, lane 8. And they're away first time in this women's 200 metres. Ottey, all in yellow, such a distinctive figure, has glided around that top end. Beautiful running. Right in the middle of the picture. Esther Jones of the United States, second from the left, running her hard. And Breuer, the German, right in the centre of the picture. But she's on her way to win number 66 by another huge margin. The Americans close for the minor places on the line with Breuer. But once again, Merlene Ottey has devastated another world-class field. 22.25, and that is a United Kingdom all-comers record for Merlene Ottey.
Well, these performances just keep coming here tonight, don't they? Another superlative performance from Merlene Ottey. 66 victories so far, and this really must be one of her best. Just shows you what sort of form all these athletes are in here tonight. Ottey dominating this particular event. Breuer there on the inside, the German, was the closest to her off this bend, but look, a gap of what, 4 or 5 yards there. Ottey does not slow down. She is going away from the rest of the opposition here, and just shows the form. That is official, that's an all-comers record and a terrific performance. Look at that gap at the finish, absolutely amazing.
Well, it was 10 metres to Grit Breuer, who just got second place. Now, I timed Grit Breuer in 23.2. This was one of the greatest performances a sprinting has seen, because this is a coldish evening here. This is the sort of form which is going to take her close, I think, to the world record even when she gets into a track like Zurich.
I agree with that, Peter. It'd be interesting to see what sort of wind she was actually running into, because there is a headwind into this home straight, and that really is a remarkable performance. To dismiss the rest of the world like that is really terrific.
It's 2 years, just about, since she lost a race. The 31-year-old from Jamaica, who now lives in Italy, incidentally. Used to live in California, now lives with her boyfriend, coach Stefano Tilly, the Italian sprinter, over in Italy. The year's best 100-metre time, 10.84 in Lausanne. She's got the year's best 200-metre time of 22.05 in Berlin. unbeaten in that incredible string of 66. Remember, the great Ed Moses had the longest winning streak for a male athlete. Well, Merlene Ottey at 31 is going to...
Start, and Ottey going away well, Sergeyeva going well in lane 3, and now comes Merlene Ottey in the centre of West London, followed by Gwen Torrance. Ottey's coming through. Torrance in second place at the moment with Sergeyeva in third. That's how they finish. A 10.87, the fastest, second fastest time in the world this year. Only Ottey herself has run faster, and it's into a headwind of 1 metre per second, and that underlines what great form this young woman is in. Well, they said she had a cold before this race. I think the 33-degree climate may well have solved all those problems. Got away well, not a great deal in it at the start. On Yarli, perhaps poorly away, third from the left. Perhaps expected a bit more from her. Sergeyeva, third from the left in that dark strip, got away well, was hanging on to Ottey at this stage, and then look at that, after 60 metres, Ottey went away and made it 56 consecutive wins, with Gwen Torrance, the American Championship silver medalist, in second place, and Sergeyeva, 2.5 metres behind the Jamaican in third.
Good smooth start again, and Crabber got away well, Ottey not so well. And it's Crabber at the moment with Ottey with a lot of work to do. Ottey trying to come through, but she's got to be beaten. Crabber wins it, Torrance second, and Ottey third. What a surprise. What a turnover in form. 11 seconds dead against a headwind of 3 metres per second. Ottey, unbeaten in 56 races, loses the big one, the one that really matters, the World Championship. Crabber, well, she's looking up at the screen and she can't believe how easy it was. She's a really beautifully balanced athlete. Just watch her driving down the centre of the lane. Keeps low, she's very tall, but look how low she keeps. That is superb sprinting. Comes upright after about 20 strides. Low out of the box and climbing. Alongside her, Ottey's always in trouble, and soon realises, I think, that she's not going to get there. And that must be an awful feeling after 56 straight wins. Crabber, look at her. It's totally balanced. Not a flicker. She shut out the rest of the world and on her way to gold. And that's how Ottey lost the silver. She lost all her form in the last...
And Crabber's gone up very quickly indeed on Torrance, and Ottey and Crabber already. And these two Crabbers run a very fast bend indeed. And Ottey out in lane 5, running well at the moment. And Crabber leads her, is coming off, and Ottey's got a lot of work to do. And so does Privalova, going well. And so is Gwen Torrance of the United States. And Crabber's going to make it a double. And Crabber wins it. Torrance in second place. Ottey in third, 22.09. And that is into a headwind of 2.4 metres per second. And the young woman who started as favourite for the 100 and the 200 metres has come off with 2 bronze medals. And this young woman, who had an indifferent season in comparison, is not only the European champion from last season, she's now the world champion at 100 metres and 200 metres. Katrin Crabber of Germany. Well, what a turn-up. I wonder how often that's happened before. But Crabber here looked so good in qualification. Relaxed, powerful, and once again Merlene Ottey, she took the bronze in the 100, tied up in those final stages when we've seen her in the past, time after time, gaining strength and strength. Crabber from Torrance, from Ottey, they're the medalists. Crabber is the world champion at 200 metres. That's Michelle Finn of the United States, running on the inside. Evelyn Ashford, just obscured by Sandra Myers there. There's Ashford. A 7-year-old daughter, Rainer, is here watching mum run. 10.76 her best. Former world record holder and Olympic champion, of course, in 1984. Sandra Myers, better known as a 400-metre runner. Former hurdler, too. American-born. Marion Yarli, the Nigerian, the African record holder at 100 and 200 metres, got a best of 11.04 this season. Engwen Torrance, 10.96 this season, best of 10.91 in Olympic year. American 200-metre champion, but did so well in the 100 metres too, beating the American champion, but more important, beating Merlene Ottey in both the 100 and the 200. Privalova, the world indoor champion at 60 metres, 10.98 this season. Fourth in the World Championships in the 100 and 200 metres. Well, Merlene Ottey must be reflecting on the championships that went wrong for her. Since that time, she's run so well, 10.79 this season. The bronze medals, though, oh, she would have liked them to have been gold medals. Juliet Cuthbert of Jamaica, 11.12 this season, 6th in the World Championship. And then Pauline Davies of the Bahamas, 11.18, bronze medalist in the Commonwealth Games last year, over 100 and 200 metres. So, Torrance in 5, Privalova in 6, Ottey in 7. The big three really on form. So the final of the women's 100 metres.